Yo, does JJ Redick understand that the Lakers, he's just supposed to coach this team as they entertain the audience this season? There is no winning, there is no championship aspirations, there's none of that. The Lakers went out, they needed a guard, and they just got Bronny. That's it.
Yeah.
They needed a guard who could defend and shoot, and they just fucking got Bronny. But yeah, JJ Redick is out here throwing tantrums because D'Angelo Russell took a crazy shot. He's even benching D'Lo when he has no other guards. Like, who's coming off the bench for this Lakers team?
Gabe Vincent.
Jesus. Like, I feel
Yo,
like...
by the way,
Mhm.
every player that comes out of the Miami Heat are fucking frauds until proven otherwise.
Yeah, I think it's really about the Heat culture.
Yeah.
The Heat.
Oh, it's about like the system Eric Spoelstra has that gets the best out of role players.
Mm-hmm. Man, like JJ, I'm wondering if he really understands. Like, he's just here to sort of, kind of let the entertainment side of the game spill over with LeBron being around, Bronny, the nice little cover story of what's going on. But he's not with the Lakers to win nothing. Just get your money, man. Like, he's really benching guys. Like, why did he bench D'Angelo Russell and then he criticizes the whole team for lack of effort without Anthony Davis being there?
Well, my thing is, why would you bench D'Angelo Russell? Okay, he's trash. Fine. You don't have a better option.
Nope. And
No.
I think D'Lo knows that. D'Lo knows that.
He's not stupid.
Yo, he took a crazy shot, but I don't blame him. It's like, who else are you gonna have to actually take this shot?
Rui Hachimura. Like, what are we doing here?
It's like,
Yeah.
man, like this thing in LA is gonna get entertaining because JJ, he seems like he's annoyed with the media, even though he was part of the NBA media. But even though when he did his podcast, he kind of snubbed his nose at like fans with hot takes or just the media overall.
Yeah.
He kind of made himself seem like he's a level above.
He's above that. But he did the same exact shit on the First Take and all these shows.
He kind of come across as like a little snobbish.
Yeah. He's dishonest. And I think the media thing, bro, I'm gonna be honest, JJ Redick. You lived in a time where you lived during the Donald Sterling, like the whole Donald Sterling fiasco. You know what the media is like, man. Like, you were at peak of the media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't know where this whole LA media. You spent close to a decade under LA media. Like, I think 2014 and 2019 he spent under LA media.
Yeah, he was under LA media, but he was under LA Clipper media.
Yeah,
But
but regardless, bro.
Nah, it's not the
Like,
same. It's not the same. Even
but I'm saying even that Donald Sterling fiasco, it made them bigger than like basketball in general. You remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That part. Yeah, that part was savage. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that part was like his first experience with like real LA media. But
yeah,
but just being from New York, I could tell you this: the coverage the Nets get versus the Knicks, it's night and day. It's night and day.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
and a perfect example of it is Mikal Bridges. We never heard about Mikal Bridges' shot formation when he was on the Nets. But as soon as he crossed the water and went to play for the Knicks, all of a sudden, every little thing he does is getting examined. This whole fade pieces. That's the fucking difference. And it's like that in LA. And I think JJ, for the first time, other than the Donald Sterling situation, which was a sneak peek of that type of coverage, he's seeing the real LA kind of media vibe. And it doesn't really sit well with him, but they're not going to make him the scapegoat for this whole Lakers situation, because the way they treated Darvin Ham with the same roster, same results, same roster, was completely different. They try to make Darvin Ham the scapegoat. Like, oh, it's his fault. And the media coverage around them too is completely fucking different. Completely different.
Yeah.
But check out J.R. Smith, because he actually spoke on the different coverages between the two and how Darvin Ham was kind of used as a scapegoat. Just check it out real quick.
Iran was a scapegoat, dog. And
Oh,
what are you supposed to do with that roster? Like Cam Reddish coming off the bench, like I feel like he can be better for sure. I feel like his game is the type like you can definitely have an opportunity to run a second unit, but you got to develop some more pick and rolls and like and mature your game a little bit. But like
Yeah,
other than that, they bench. There's no they non-existent.
bro. The
You
bench is
got
the
you
bench
got
is terrible.
Braun trying to be 2005, 2006, Braun. He's still going out there putting up crazy ass numbers. And then AD play when he played, but that ain't enough to win. Like to be in the Lakers situation, like bro, you gotta understand, Laker culture is win or not, or like win or die.
Yeah, it's championship or
So
bust right now.
yeah, so when you like exit first rounds, barely making the first round, like that look bad.
So you hear it straight from J.R. Smith. It's like, what the fuck you
He's
supposed to
right.
do that? And Darvin Ham was a scapegoat.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I think Rob Pelinka should be held more accountable. Um, will he? Probably. I think this season he probably will be held more accountable because I think the Lakers since that 2020 run has been trash. I think Rob Pelinka has had 4 coaches under him get fired. If I'm not wrong, he had Luke Walton was kind of like Mitch Kupchak's hire, but he got him fired. So I don't know if you want to count him. You got Frank Vogel, you have Darvin Ham, and now you have JJ Redick under him. So at some point you have to question like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Along with that is you look at his failed look at a lot of his failed signings and trades, like Russell Westbrook was a failure in LA. Dennis Schroeder, um, who else can I bring?
Yeah, all the free agents they
Yeah.
missed out on. Klay
Yeah.
Thompson, Kawhi,
Klay Thompson,
Paul
Kawhi,
George.
Jimmy Butler. So there's a lot of names you
Sheesh.
could bring out there. It's like shit.
Yeah, they didn't pull the trigger on certain
Yeah.
trades. It's a lot of Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso was a loss. I think losing KCP only for him to win a championship like 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Losing Kyle Kuzma, who's still a great player, who's still someone who's a
That
role
one
player.
I'll give it up to them. It was worth it to get AD.
No, Kyle Kuzma was not the Anthony Davis trade.
Oh, it wasn't. Well, how did?
That's Brandon Ingram. Kyle Kuzma's part of the Russell Westbrook trade.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Kuzma was a part of the championship run.
I forgot about that. Wow, this team, they even utilized him correctly.
No, and he's a guy right now performing on an empty team. I think he's putting up what?
I mean, regardless, he's performing on an empty team. He's decent. He's serviceable, but they could have flipped him for something better.
100%, they could have.
But think about it.
But
After all these mistakes, right? The coaching mistakes, firing, hiring, all the players they let go, all the players they traded for the wrong people that don't fit, etc. They went after just fucking Bronny. After they knew they needed a guard. This is why I'm saying the Lakers are not serious. They went from a franchise that's about championships with like Yankee expectations from season to season to just we're using LeBron and everything is about LeBron and entertainment and come see LeBron and Bronny. That's the franchise that they are on right now. And they acted like last season they wasn't about that. Blaming Darvin Ham, making him the fall guy. But now JJ Redick is having the same outcomes and the energy is different. It's like, oh, JJ's our guy. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, none of this shit makes fucking sense.
You're a Band-Aid. The thing that's holding it together is an injury-prone Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good look.
Yep. And AD, low-key, he's been looking like an MVP.
Oh, 100%. He did. He does. Bro, he's a top. When healthy, he can crack the top 10. But he's never really healthy like that,
Yep.
Yeah. So at some point, the Lakers, I feel like we talk about this all the time. They're just a frustrating team, man. Like, they're not a serious team, regardless of who coaches, who plays, whatever. Like, they're not a serious team. They never bring a proper team around these two. Like, who can you say is a knockdown shooter for the Lakers?
Wow. In a jump shooting era with the floor so spaced out like that.
Oh, 100%.
It's kind of crazy. Laker fans deserve better. They deserve better than that.
Yeah,
they do.
100% they do.
There's an expectation of being a Laker, and I feel like No offense to LeBron, ever since he's been there, a lot of those expectations have been put on the back burner. No doubt.
Bro, even Cleveland ran a better shift, especially their second run with LeBron than fucking LA.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I think LA probably has the best talent, the second best talent next to LeBron
Yep.
since like the what 2012, 2011 D Wade.
But there's a reckoning that's gonna happen for Laker fans and Jeannie Buss. At some point, they're gonna have to start holding her accountable because there's been a lot of fucking mistakes,
Yeah.
and it's I wouldn't be shocked that eventually she sells that team because I honestly I don't think they know what they're doing.
Bro, honestly, with the money coming into the NBA, I wouldn't be surprised either. Because I think Jeannie Buss has been not a failure, but I don't know, dude. It seems like yes, it seems like she wants to run it where like she wants to keep the image of the old into the new. You know, like a lot of the people in the Lakers circle are people from generations ago, like Kerr
Mhm.
Rambis, his wife, Rob Pelinka. These guys, like, come on, that's a long time ago. You're talking about people from Magic era, Kobe's era.
Yep. And at the same time, the most successful person of that era, which he probably held them accountable to certain standards, was Jerry West. And you see they had a
Yeah,
fallout with him.
Jerry West. Yeah, of course, bro. Even Jerry West, he wasn't a part of their two championship runs. In 2009, 2010, it was Mitch Kupchak. But even then, he's a lot older now. Obviously, you need
Oh no, yeah,
you need
he passed
yeah.
away recently.
Mitch Kupchak, he's still alive.
No, Jerry West.
Yeah, Jerry West. So you have a lot of these guys, a lot of these personalities are gone. But still, a team you expect them to adjust. The Lakers just kind of failed to adjust to the new era. Like you bring in Magic, he failed. You bring in Rob Pelinka, Karambis, Phil Jackson. I think still had an advising role for a little bit. Why? What the hell are we doing?
Yep.
Like let them be greats in their eras. But dude, I like if I asked like De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Davis, not Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, they didn't grow up watching Phil Jackson. Why the hell would they care that Phil Jackson endorses a franchise?